Hey guys. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Um Time flies and I didn't really realize it's been over 2 months. Sorry. So I'm alive and well. Just been, busy with life. It happens. But I figured I'd make a little small video. So, I'm alive. um, so I have been, my brain is on block right now. I'm just doing this out of the blue. There's no written anything. I'm just going with it. um, my life has been going really good. And I'm very, very happy with my relationship with my boyfriend, Eamon. Again, I'm not going to say his last name for his privacy reasons. I can't believe it's already been 5 months? Yeah, 5 months since, we became official. Man, time flies. You don't realize it. It's like you think like you've been with somebody longer than that, which is nice. Probably because I've known him for a long time, so that's probably why. So, ever since the unexpected breakup and all, I've been having a very hard time getting back into writing. So I tried doing the Camp Nano, the April one, and I only got past like the 1,000, workout. Sorry, I got a notification. Yeah, I didn't do very good. I've been struggling even with reading. Yeah, it took a toll on me on the writer's block. And I journal, so I do that. Been doing some, I kind of have a new hobby. It's called studying. So I have fun with my little colored pens and highlighters and just, researching about anxiety and the whole like science on it and out of boredom. I'm gonna show you this. It's I have a bunch of books that I was reading. Oh, I just dropped that. Okay. So, this book here is a medical book. Gray's Anatomy. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. And it's like yeah. So I've been having fun with that, and I've been doing some lining and all that stuff. So it's been, you know, educational. um, with my writing, I do have some books that has to do with like hospitals and scenes that has to do with it. So it kind of does help with that whole thing. Oh, I just came across it. My sister-in-law and my brother got me this for my birthday. I read it backwards. Zombies for Zombies Advice and It to Quit for the Living Dead. So it's kind of cute, has like the knowledge on it and acknowledgements. But yeah, it has all the knowledge like it's funny. I love it. I'm trying to find like another like picture. Oh, okay, so it says how to dress for your new lifestyle, like as if you're going through the apocalypse kind of thing. So it has that whole like list right there. It's so funny. I love it. um, and I have a this is a book on dreams, about lucid dreams and all that jazz, and it's been very educational. As you know, I'm very open with like the dream world, and it's very fascinating. This is a birthday card from my sister-in-law and my brother. Very touching. It nearly made me cry on my birthday. It just speaks about how far I've come along after all the shit I went through with my ex and everything else with my mental health and all that stuff. And I have come a long way. Long way. And I just felt that bit of like, I felt proud of myself. Anyway, so you know how journals you write like about your lover or whatever? I realized that I barely mentioned him. I barely mentioned about my life, what I've been doing. I mentioned him here and there. So it was kind of easy to cross off thing because there's some stuff in here I really wanted to keep. Because, there's like memories of like, friends. And I have another journal over there. It's talking about my thyroid journey of healing. And I really want to keep that. So, yeah, I had fun with that. And of course, I had to cross out stuff that had to do with my ex-friend. That was nice. Okay, so this is the dream journal that I did, I think I did 2 years ago. Man, I'm bad, I'm sorry. I have so many new dreams now, I've tabbed. So, I will do a dream journal video soon. I've been in the works of throwing away trash and decluttering. It's taking a while because I have ADHD. But with my thyroid being healed, my legs are starting to get back its strength, and it's been very lovely. Of course, my joints have their moments here and there, but, due to, like, weather, but overall, it's been great, being able to do things. It's that other part where the ADHD or the bipolar symptoms gets, like, and the motivation just sucks in the energy, so I've been dealing with that, but it's slowly coming along. I mean, I cleaned up, I cleaned up all of that. That right there was a mess, literally, oh my god. So, I'm very proud of myself for that. Back here, I'm still working on that part, that's why I'm not showing you. I have some ideas I want to do with my sleeping room. This room I'm in is like therapeutic. I have my diffuser going on over there. I have my incense area over here. I have my self-care drawers over there, and so this is my area, and I'm gonna be making another spot for like when I do meditating and yoga, whatever is best for my knees. My knees are the devil of me, okay? They hurt. I mean, whoever is, knows how it feels to do some yoga positions and it hurts. So I need some, like, knee pads or something, or do the certain positions I really need to do. But there's some yoga positions I have to do to also help with my IBS, and I haven't been doing that. But there's some positions that you can do on the bed. So that's been working out for me. My BS journey has actually been better, considering with all the stress that's been going on. Now my stress has been cleared. That's been going good. Of course, blood pressure runs in my family, so every other day kind of thing. I keep a tracker in my planner of like my blood pressure and just keeping an eye on it, for like stress management. So it's been good, but lately it's been a little on the high side. I don't know why. I mean, I have not been stressed. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what's going on with that. I have my next appointment in June, so we'll see what the doc says. But yeah, so it's nice to talk on here on my laptop because I don't have to worry about my phone running out of storage. I love that. Let's see. What else is going on? Okay, so I do have that project I am working on for the Kip Nano, but in general, it's a sci-fi thriller, and I don't know if it's a YA. It could be. I don't know, but basically, maybe if I talk about it, maybe it'll help me, motivate myself to actually write the damn thing, because there's it's gonna be stuff going on, and I really, really want to write it, and just the writer's block is just blocking that, and I hate it. So, okay, so here he goes. I'm just gonna talk about it. Okay, so this story is called Hollowed Puppets. The reason why it's called that, this is in first point of view, which I don't normally do. I usually do like third person because I like everyone's thoughts. But in this case, I really wanted that mystery and that suspense of this girl who's 15 years old. She has been like sick, and they don't know her diagnosis yet. And sorry, I got a notification. So she's been in bed, kind of like drugged up, not being able to move. Her legs have been really like numb and all that stuff. So she doesn't get out of bed, and she always gets sick. Every time she has like medication she's taking, she always gets sick. So when you think about it, when you're sick, your stomach is being emptied, so you're feeling a bit hollowed. And then with you being drugged and just being handled by nurses, you feel like a puppet. So hence the title. So she begins to ask questions that she's never asked before, like, what day is it? And she never really thought about that. So she asks the nurse, what day is it? And she doesn't really give her a real answer. She says, it's a brand new day. It's like, what number is it? So then she asks the doctor, Dr. Liz, of what day it is, and she said, it's midsummer, which means, July. So she's struggling on this. She's frustrated, and she doesn't feel like she could trust them because it's like they're not giving her answers. And she's like, have my parents come? And they're like, well, they've been on their business, trip, so, they come and go, but you usually are asleep when they come along. It's kind of sketchy. So she has this friend. He's a tech who draws blood, and his name is Damon. Love him so much. He's my favorite character. He's like the class clown, or let's just say the hospital clown, but without the makeup and stuff. It's just his personality, and he always brightens her day, and I absolutely love it. So every time they do her blood tests, he always plays music for her, so it kind of distracts her because blood is blood, and so as that's going on, she starts asking him questions, and he's hesitant with it, and he says he gives her a number of what day it is. It's July, it's the 6th, kind of thing. And what day of the week it is. And so she's like, I don't know why they were so vague at telling me, and she is just so confused, and there's just been a lot going on in this story. I'm like, okay, how am I gonna outline what's gonna happen? I know what's gonna happen. I just need to map it out, and this is why I'm talking about it right now. So one thing she finds out, which is what the heck? So how they have to change IVs, kind of thing. Well, when this happens, normally she's drugged, but in this point, she's not, because, so here's a little thing here. They give them, hospital food. Well, every time she eats the food, she gets sick. Or the pills make her sick, but it's what's in the food, So Damon has been being tricky with nurses and bringing food into the room, which he never does. And he's like, here's some food I made. So it's been kind of weaning her off of being on that drug kind of feel. So now onto the IV part. She starts to feel her feet move. She's never been able to feel that. She's like, why am I able to feel that? And then all of a sudden the new IV goes back in, and she all of a sudden goes back to being numb. So she's like, what the hell is going on? What are they putting in me? So she asks Damon this, and he's like, honestly, I had no idea this was going on until you told me this. So he brings up to the doc, and she starts questioning him, why all of a sudden? And so they're out in the hall, and Emma, the main character, she's listening in, and she's like, what is going on? He never bickers or raises his tone, he's always very chillaxed and low-key and all that stuff, but now he's becoming serious and protective of her. And so he comes back in, he's like, it's gonna be alright. So where I'm at right now, he's having her eat dinner he's made again, and this time he gets her out of bed to sit in the lounger, so she can finally get out of the bed. So they're eating, and all of a sudden, okay, it's not just her that's sick. There's numerous of kids around her age, 8 to 16, maybe 17, all on the floor or whatever. They're sick with unknown diagnosis. Okay, I know that. So they're having dinner, and then all of a sudden there's alarm going on, code blue, code blue, and so Damon's like, what the heck's going on? So he's like, be right back. He goes, and Emma's like, what is happening? She's never heard that sound before. And then he comes back and he's like, okay, he's trying to distract her. And there's a window by them that views the hallway. Well, there's a bed being moved, and there's a sheet over it, and she sees blood, like, near where the face is. And she's like, what the heck? So she starts freaking out because he's like, she knew that these kids were sick, just like her. So she starts freaking out, like, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. And she's trying to, like, calm her down. Then he tells her, don't take the vitamins. Continue eating my food. I even gave you chocolate bars, every time he comes in for drawing her blood. He always gives her chocolate bars and shoves them, like, underneath the mattress. Of course, he takes them when, it's, like, bath time kind of thing. But, because they had to change the sheets and all stuff. But he given her chocolate bars. And she never knew why. Because she never had been able to eat them because, she was sick. So he tells her, don't eat their breakfast. Eat the chocolate bars that I given you. She's like, what is going on? But she's okay. She's like, okay, I gotta, do what he says. So she does this. And she starts getting smart about it. And she doesn't know where the smarts are coming from. And wondering why he's doing this for her and not the other kids. So she asks him that, like, why me? And he says, you're smart. You're smarter than you think. He's kind of vague about it. I don't want to, like, tell you a whole bunch, because I kind of want to keep that a surprise in the end. But eventually she starts to think. She's able to function a little bit, able to move her legs. Of course, it's her first time actually walking, so she is trying to move around. She's never felt a breeze from the window. They never open her window, and it's a blurred window. She's never able to see the sky. She's only seen the sky through, like, movies they play for her. So she opens this window. She feels no breeze. And something, a hunch tells her to throw something out the window. So she gets something that, it's like, whatever, careless kind of thing, item. And she throws it. It's a hologram. Where the hell is she? What's going on? So, yeah, that brings on a lot of questions for her to ask Damon. And it gets crazy. And I've, outlined some things, and I know what's going to happen. And some things I'm just going to go with the ride with it. But this story, I actually got inspired to write, and this is kind of funny, because there's no one, sick with this movie I watched. I don't know if you all, like, have watched the movie Level 16. It's on Netflix. Something about it inspired me to write this story. And I watched it so many times just to keep on with that inspiration and just that kind of like that vague atmosphere, because the girls are not really getting their answers, because every time they're curious, it's kind of like curious is not a good thing, keep away from curiosity. So it's basically what's going on with Emma. She's curious, and they're just saying, relax, rest, don't worry about it, No, there's something going on. So yeah. That's happening. Um, so, comment down below what you think. You know, if the plot is worthy. Oh my god. It's almost going 30 minutes. I think this was worth a video to do. I've been wanting to do a video, and I just hadn't had time to do it, or I wasn't feeling good because, you know, my IBS, or mood swings, or, you know, I had a mania happen like several weeks ago, and it was okay. Thank God for meds. That helped a lot. But yeah, it's like, I know I wanted to do like awareness for mental health, but I kind of summed that up in the beginning of my channel, so I didn't want to, you know, video it for you guys. I just didn't see the point of doing it right now. I kind of want to do a fresh start. You know, makes sense, you know. Oh my god. It is going on. Let's see what. It's almost 3. Yeah, I'm just doing a late night talk. Yeah, so I hope you all are doing good and keeping safe out there with all the world having its craziness. You know, with us writers writing fictional books, it's helpful because when the news is coming on, I don't like watching the news. You know, my mom will tell me, you know, what's going on, but the news stresses me out. Even my therapist, you know, not the one I had, the one I had before the pandemic. Catherine's her name. She told me that it's okay to not watch the news. I mean, you know, I watch the news for the weather, you know, and to know about what's going on with the COVID thing. But everything else that's going on with like shooting and stuff, that's sad, very stressful. I remember like back in like 2017, it was like really bad, like copycats and stuff. It was just getting too bad, and I didn't want to like watch anything, you know, sad like that. It's just horrible. Where I live, I'm not even gonna tell you my location, but where I live, I live near the borderline of a town where there's a lot of crime. And so I hear most times sirens at night. And then I see on the news something happens, like a stabbing, a shooting, you know, whatever, a robbery. I'm like, oh, great. And it's on streets that, you know, I've been on. Going to school, college, going to school on a city bus. So it's on that route. So I'm like, well, that's not far from me. You know? Oh my god. Why can't people just, you know, live in peace? Seriously. That would be nice. But unfortunately, that's not how the world works. We just got to focus on our own well-being. That's all we need to do. It's just the world. Mankind. We just gotta keep praying and hope that someday things will just, you know, die down with all that crap. But I know I got a little heavy there, but it's true, you know. But yeah, I probably have to go to bed and then edit this if I need to. So I'll definitely make a video soon. Hopefully by then I have my backdrop going on. I have a really nice one. I'm really like excited to show you all. I just hope that when I do the video, like I'll see like how I'm able to show it more. Maybe it's like this. I don't know if you can hear me from here. So you can see like the backdrop better. So I'm gonna do some experiments and see what happens. So that'll be fun. Okay, so I'm gonna get off. 30 minutes now. So yeah, I will talk to you all soon. Love you all. Bye.